I would got all these things, but I think that'd be your forward. But man, I really wish somebody else would help you with this, because I don't know anything, but I think that'd be your forward. And the fork would be the main thing you'd use. Because you got your eggs and you got your grits. You see? Eat them with the forward, just like we've been doing. Right. Now can you say forward? Forward. Forward. 2 parts. Forward. Right. Now put them together. Forward. Oh, good. Good. That was great. That was great.
Jump into a lake. I don't know why I've taken such a terrible dislike to her, but I can imagine her dying someday, while Daddy's death seems inconceivable to me. It's very mean of me, I know, but that's how I feel. I hope Mother will never read this, or anything else I've written. She's not a mother to me. I have to mother myself. If only Nana were here. She always stuck up for me. Who do I turn to for comfort now? Only my diary. Sometimes I think God is trying to test me. I'll have to become a good person on my own, without anyone to advise me. But it'll make me stronger in the end.
Hello. Yes, may I speak with Staff Sergeant Sir, please? Charlie Baker. No, it's not a code, it's my name. Yes, hello, Froggy? Froggy, will you come get me, please? No, Froggy, you don't realize what you've done. No, I mean, by not pretending to speak English. Well, no, I decided not to after all, and Froggy, I overheard something I shouldn't have, and well, it seemed best. No, Froggy, you don't realize what you've done. And the others do nothing but talk to me. The old woman shouts at me all the time. The others talk to me like I'm a potted palm. And the young girl and her adult brother, an old chap, said something very rude about my mother. Something about her being too thin to spread on toast. No, I shan't tell Mother. And the minister, something very odd with that fellow. Something about a Christian club hunt? No, nor shall I. Yes, I'll hold on.
Well, I must say, Algernon, that I think it is high time that Mr. Bunbury made up his mind whether he was going to live or die. This shilly-shallying with the question is absurd. Nor do I in any way approve of the modern sympathy with invalids. I think it is morbid. Illness of any kind is not to be encouraged in others. Health is the primary duty of life. I keep telling this to your poor uncle, but he never seems to take much notice, as far as any improvement in his ailment goes. Well, Algernon, of course, if you are obliged to be beside the bedside of Mr. Bunbury, I have nothing more to say. But I would be obliged if you would ask Mr. Bunbury for me to be kind enough not to have a relapse on Saturday, for I rely on you to arrange my music for me. It is my last reception, and one wants something that will encourage conversation, particularly at the end of the season, when everyone has said practice practically whatever they had to say, which, in most cases, was probably not much.
I had heard him for 3 months without seeing him. The first time I heard it, I thought, as you did, that that adorable voice was singing in another room. I went out and looked everywhere, but, as you know, my dressing room is very much by itself, and I could not find the voice outside my room, whereas it went on steadily inside. And it not only sang, but it spoke to me and answered my questions, like a real man's voice, with this difference, that it was as beautiful as the voice of an angel. I had never got the angel music whom my poor father promised to send me as soon as he was dead. I thought that it had finally come, and from that time onward, the voice and I became great friends. It asked leave to give me lessons every day. I agreed and never failed to keep the appointment which he gave me in my dressing room. You have no idea, though you've heard the voice, of what those lessons were like. We were accompanied by music, which I do not know. It was behind the wall and wonderfully accurate. My progress, by the voice's own order, was kept a secret. It was a curious thing, but outside the dressing room, I sang with my ordinary, everyday voice, and nobody noticed anything. I did all that the voice asked. It said, "Wait and see, you shall astonish Paris." And I waited and lived on in a sort of ecstatic dream.
This new creature with the long hair is getting to be a good deal in the way. It's always hanging around and following me about. I don't like this. I'm not used to the company. I wish it would stay with the other animals. I get no chance to name anything myself. The new creature names everything that comes along before I can get in a protest. And always that same pretext is offered. It looks like the thing. There is a dodo, for instance. Says the moment one looks at it, one sees at a glance that it looks like a dodo. It will have to keep that name, no doubt. It worries me to fret about it. It does no good anyway. Dodo! It looks no more like a dodo than I do. My life is not as happy as it was.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, excuse me. Sir, I'm really lost. Can you help me? I'm trying to look for 145 Cedar Avenue. Do you know where that is? Okay. Why are you talking? You're not going to talk to me. Why? Okay. So, you're gonna get in a hula hoop. And you're gonna ride a unicycle. And then you're gonna crawl like a newly hatched turtle. and then you're gonna catch the zombie virus. Is that right? Yeah, because that was weird. That's like a rectangle. I don't get it. Well, ah! Put it down! Put me down! Why? Put me down! Now! Put me down! Oh, thank you.
I can't talk about him. No, I will talk about him. Sometimes it's good to do things that you don't want to do. It cleanses the insides. He was terribly sweet and groovy looking, but kind of adolescent. You know what I mean? Girls mature faster than boys. Boys are neater, but girls mature faster. Whenever we met, it was like fireworks. It was a marvelous kind of passion that made every day seem like the 4th of July. But next thing I know, there we are, standing in front of the piece of justice. And it's only been 2 or 3 months. I'm not even out of high school yet. And we're getting married. I had 2 big exams, and they were on my mind. And then the next thing I hear, until death do us part. And it's not even a wedding anymore. It's like a funeral service. And I'm being buried alive under Jack Benson. I wanted to scream, go running out into the night. But it was 10 o'clock in the morning, and you can't really go running out into 10 o'clock in the morning. So instead I fainted. But only if I would have before I said I do.
Yes, they told me you're fools. Now I was not to listen to your fine words nor trust your charity. You promised me my life, but you lie. You think that life is nothing but not being stone dead. It is not the bread and the water that I fear. Bread has no sorrow for me, and water no affliction. But to shut me from the light of the sky, and the sight of the fields and flowers, to chain my feet that I may never again ride with soldiers nor climb the hills, to make me breathe foul, damp darkness, and to keep me from everything that brings me back to the love of God. And your wickedness and foolishness tempt me to hate him. All this is worse than the furnace in the Bible that was heated 7 times. I could do without my war horse. I could drag about in a skirt. I could let the banners and the trumpets and the knights and the soldiers pass me and leave me behind as they leave other women. Only I could hear the wind in the trees, the larks in the sunshine, the young lambs crying through the healthy frost, and the blessed, blessed church bells that send me my angel voices floating to me on the wind. Without these things I cannot live, and by you wanting to take them away from me, or any human being, I know that your counsel is of the devil, and that mine is of God.